Troy me. I don't know. Do we get live? There we are. Oh. Hello. Hello all. Hello, hello. Welcome back to Jordan Screams at a Brick Wall for an hour and a bit. Uh for those of you who for those of you who are watching the VOD, because no one's watching this right now. This is week 2 of the Gygax 75 challenge by Ray Otis. Where we, in 5 weeks, will build a small campaign setting for the dungeons and or dragons. Last week we did some stuff. I put together like a little pitch document here. We don't need that. That's the test stream for YouTube. That doesn't go anywhere anymore. Yeah, but last week we sort of put together sort of the base idea here, and now we have to start doing some map and level design. According to Gygax, he says map the land around the dungeon and the town. Hello, Daisy. Um, yeah. So we got a sitting down with a large piece of hex ruled paper and drawing a large scale map. A map with a scale of 1 hex equals 1 mile will be about right for player operations such as exploring, camping, adventuring, and eventually building their strongholds. Even such small things as a witch's hut and side entrances to the dungeon can be shown on the map. The central features of the map must be the town and the donjon entrance. So, yeah, I have my hex paper. I'll get to that in a little bit. But what am I set out to do here? Get a sheet of hex paper. Draw the following on it. 1 item per hex or more if indicated. Name anything worthy of a name. If you don't feel comfortable drawing, lots of hex mapping programs are available. I'm going to use one of those. I'm going to use something called Worldographer. And I'll share a fun story about what it takes to get up and running. Daisy, no, it's not too much work. I'm doing this right now. And I did a bunch of world building last week. We're gonna make a map this week. We're gonna have a pretty good sense of what's going on. What's week 3? Week 3 is like actually making a dungeon. Week 4 is town, and week 5 is what is week 5? Oh my god, so many examples. And week 5 is like just giving like a larger world. You don't have to start huge. The big mistake I kept not failing to catch myself making last week is trying to get too big. I need to think small because that's how the game happens. I'm always telling players don't obsess too much about your backstory or your history or whatnot, because the stuff that happens in play is ultimately more important. That's the stuff that like crystallizes in your brain as actual memories. And it's the same thing with dungeon mastering. You can like create massive, super well defined worlds in your head, but a fraction of them will be used, or a fraction of what you think of will be used, and your players won't really remember most of it. So start small. Let the small things become the big things over time, and just like play the game. Play the game. Play to find out what happens. It's like the central tenet of Apocalypse World, and it's a good principle. Just I don't know what happens. Let's roll some dice and find out. Yeah, the secret of dungeon mastering is that it's just bullshit. If you can tell lies, if you can make up lies. Oh, there's some construction going on outside. That's what that noise is. Oh boy. Yeah, but like just chain a bunch of lies together and try to remember your lies. So yeah, but Daisy, sometimes it helps to like see it being done. I know that was a big problem for me, is like the way to learn is to do. And um Jesus Christ. There is someone's going ham with a saw outside. It's kind of a little distracting. I completely forgot what I was saying. Yeah, no, DMing isn't hard. It's just different. You just gotta be willing to just go with it. So yeah, let's, and like, oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, seeing people do it, having some sort of like example where you're not invested in playing the game itself is helpful. And I don't think there's a lot of good resources, and I figure this might be a good one. Maybe for someone, maybe you, prospective dungeon master. All right, so I gotta get. So I have my sheet of hex paper. One settlement of significant size, two other settlements, camps, larger, smaller towns, the keep or an unusual home of a fantasy race, etc., etc. A major terrain feature covering at least 3 hexes, a mysterious site to explore, and one main dungeon entrance. So I'm gonna have 3 towns, one large one. We're gonna have like a big terrain thing, and then we're gonna have 2 potential adventure sites. So let's get started. That's right, I gotta unlock this in OBS because I'm smart. All right, so yeah, I downloaded this program called Worldographer. It is the successor to another program I've used in the past called Cartographer. It's Java based, so you can run it on Linux. But this is where my interests kind of coincide, because this doesn't work with like regular OpenJDK. You got to use like a special Azul OpenJDK. They say as much in the documentation for this program. But if you don't know how to like set up a Java environment without doing like a system-wide Java install, you said Java underscore home equal to the directory. And this isn't a tutorial on how to run Java applications. This is a tutorial on dungeon mastering. But the point is, there's an update available. I don't care. I'm going to make a new world map. It does not show you the little pop-up thing here because it's a separate window, and I just did a single window capture because I don't want to give you my entire 4K screen. But I'm going to make a 20 by 20 hexagon map. I figure that's a decent size, 20 square miles. I don't know how I'm bad with distance. That's been a thing for a long time. I don't understand how like numbers equate to actual distance. But it's gonna be yeah, it's gonna be a 20 by 20 hex grid and generate our map. And here we go. We have a 20 by 20 grid. So regarding scale, they have a note here. If your hex paper contains 23 by 14 hexes and at a scale of 1:1, the hex represented would be equal to about 322 square miles, about half the size of Greater London. A 1:6 scale would represent 12,432 miles squared, roughly a third of the size of Ireland. You will be tempted to go big because you'll get caught up in the world building rather than simply defining the area in which to adventure. Stay focused. Scales larger than 1/6 of should be dismissed out of hand. There will be time to draw a larger scale map in week 5. Okay, so going back to my little document here, about where's that thing? Oh my god. Yeah, here we go. Going back to my my notes from last week. I was saying I want circumpolar, and my original plan was like to make the North Pole map, but I gotta do that later. So right now I'm just doing a smaller area. I think I'm going to do like a quadrant near the pole. So there's stuff that can like come in and out from there, but it won't encompass the entire pole. So here we have our 20 by 20 grid. So we can get started here. So we have so roughly this is an area the size of London. Oh, I need to switch that over. Gotta remember to do that. All right, yeah. So we got our big old hex grid right here. Scrolling. Oh, I see. Control pans and the zooms. Got it. We. Level continent. I can't switch views. Free version only. All right. Well, we need lots of snow. So actually, let's make a new map. Let's just set it all with snow right now. New world map, 20 by 20. All one terrain. Do they have snow? Do they have floor stone? Jungle. I saw ice when I looked through this earlier. Mountain Glacier A, Mountain Glacier B. Tundra. Ice flow, nowhere to go. Ice flow, nowhere to go. All right. I only have a gig of RAM to work with here. Ice flow, nowhere to go. So yeah, we have desert cold here. We just gonna color all this in because why not? It's fun. All right. So what do we need? Let's focus. Let's focus on. Let me. I gotta stop watching Mighty Boosh. Anyways, so we need a settlement of significant size. Terrain, filter. What are our options here? We have some features. Do we have some town features? What's this? Military castle, military fort. I think yeah, maybe there is a military fort. There's several military forts up here, up in this icy cold land. Um, there's a settlement capital, settlement camp. Um, these are just like straight up fantasy buildings. Gotcha. I don't want these. These are like actual things you can place on your map. Okay, well, building pyramid, building palace, building temple. All right, so you know what? One characteristic of like old D&D towns is that they don't necessarily have anything. So yeah, maybe we need to think about clusters of stuff. Like if there's a big religious presence somewhere, if you wanted to gain access to like a cleric or something, you would need to go to this place versus like the wizard is over here. Um, yeah, I think I want like an ice wizard. Do I want the Ice King from Adventure Time? Oh man, I still gotta watch Distant Lands, but dinosaurs. The city exists on the back of a giant dinosaur. Um, okay, so let's think about this logically. Nope. No, logically ish. Um, so we need a placement of a settlement. I'm going to pick the settlement. I'm gonna pick a spot. The spot will be here. There's like a military fort here. This is a better military fort. Yeah. This is a fort. It's supported by some stuff. It has to be. I think. Hmm. Observatory. No. Lighthouse. Yeah, I think maybe one of the features of this place is like there is a beacon somewhere. Like there's a beacon over here being like, hey, there's stuff. There's dudes here. Um in Clanmoot. Do they have do they have um they have the Torah. Baruch atah. No, I don't know any more prayers anymore. I haven't gone to synagogue in forever ever. But I think I do. I think these guys, they're no, the church is separate. This place. There's no church. There's no church. There's no temple. There's a fort and like a tower or like a network of towers that are defending it, defending from the north. Yeah. I delete this guy. No, 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 no. 2, 3, 5 forts. There are 5 forts. Map. Economic labels, fog of war, explorer. Oh, interesting. Is there a windmill? There's a circle. Spaceship. Too much spaceship. Yeah, so there's a military fort. There's some towers. Yeah, and like definitely there's some settlement around here. It's like clustered near the bottom outside. So this is like our main settlement. There's a fort and there are some guard towers, and there's some settlements that are generally protected by it. I think like yeah, the military presence here and like the civilian presence are at odds. More factions. I love factions. I love having lots of little groups contesting for a single area. All right. So I think this is a significant settlement, right? Like we have housing, we have like a couple miles worth of housing. We have some defended stretches here. There's like a lighthouse and like a fort. So I think this is our good big settlement near the bottom of the map here. Um I'm thinking like north is up, makes sense. So two other settlements. So no, 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 no. Two additional settlements. I think there's a neighboring one, and then there's like another. They have settlement village, primitive settlement town. Yeah, I think like maybe there's some more settlement, like a very small one up here. And then there's I think they only have one tower. They have a tower of power. If I can find the tower, I would have the power to put it on my goddamn map. Tower. E. All right. And I think two more. I want a wizard's tower. Is there like they got or you know what? Let's temple. Ugh. Or a ruin. Yeah, there's like a ruin. There's like a ruin settlement nearby. All right. Yeah, maybe they retreated here and like they refortified, and there's like another settlement over there. One mysterious terrain feature. All right, this is what I like to see. No, what's a terrain feature for? What's a terrain feature? What would be a good one? A giant. So like when I think of tundra, I think like giant rifts, ice walls. Um. Okay. Yeah. So I think definitely. Was so there was one part in a Game of Thrones that really struck me was the ascent to the Eyrie. I like the idea of like this castle that you just have to this mountain you have to keep climbing, right? Like it just keeps going up and up and up and up, and it's more and more treacherous. And there are like these little waypoints, and yeah, I think like an Everest type mountain somewhere, a huge mountain. Um, eh. And it's like this huge mountain range. They have mountain terrain, glacier mountains. Yeah. So that would be like that would be an okay spot maybe. Um, I'm going by my mini map. I'm trying to little Johnny Frostbite moving around crazy. Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, there's definitely a valley with a warm microclimate. But I was thinking more underground. Um, so okay. Pimp your map, create random encounter tables. Yeah, yeah. We're random encounter tables is why I'm fucking here, baby. Um, yeah. I think yeah. I think this is like a dormant volcano, right? Like, I think it's a dormant volcano, and I think something is here. I don't know what yet, but I think maybe putting it in the middle here has it threaten all of these settlements. Um, so yeah, I like this big like 5 mile mountain range. Um, it's treacherous. The Great Glacier. It's where the Yeti from Ski Free lives. If you ski down too far, he comes up and he's like, nom, 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 nom. Sometimes you can outrun him. Um, yeah, I think it's definitely a dormant volcano. I think there is at least like one crazy like druid cult that's like trying to awaken the volcano. So let's make a note of that. I like that, Daisy. Um, I'm gonna put a little heading here for random ideas. Number one, hidden tundra volcano with weird druid cultists trying to awaken their fiery god. I love it. This good shit. Oh, I like it. Um okay, so we got our big major terrain feature, a giant mountain. Um do we want it to be bigger? I think maybe a little bit more extreme in size, definitely. Um so I think let's expand this. At least 3 hexes. Nah, man. We're doing like so many hexes. Mountain. Big snowflake. Let's let's make it like not so even. Features. Yeah, there's a volcano there. Dormant natural volcano. This entire like region is mountainous. It keeps these areas kind of separate. Maybe, but like yeah, this all like like there's a giant peak up there for sure. Well, Daisy, we're not. I don't think we're at that part just yet. Because right now I wanted one major terrain feature. I think like this like spiraling out the spiraling out range. Yeah. And I think I want like a little, yeah, like a little strand up here, right? Like It's sort of like nestled into the settlement here is like nestled into the plateau a little bit. So actually, now this is why I like doing this with software and not with not on paper, because now I can be like, no, this is the dormant volcano, and the rest is just like this the magma of the last time that it erupted, right? Like this is how it flowed. Uh, yeah. There's like geothermal vents here too, right? Like, oh, it's like there's games and woods like nestled in here. Oh man. This is the yeah, this is why I like doing this. It's starting to come together. Um yeah, it's these are like evergreen forests, right? Like there's like why is it so green over here? Yeah. But like it can really only sustain in this area. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe not. I want just like the just the nestled area. Which one is it? God damn it. It's like tree and look for a forest. Run, forest, run. Yeah, it's this one. I want mountain forest. Mountain forest. Right. Sorry for the muttering, folks. Apparently I get like this. Mountain forest, evergreen, browner. Yeah, brown. Brown is the color of real. That's what Serious Sam 3 taught me. Okay, now I like this. Now that we have like some biomes. We have some ideas for biomes. Now we have there's definitely like some right here. Okay, all right. So this was a little bit of a sidetrack, but I like how it sort of filled out the area. And now we have like some reason why vegetation exists and how these guys can eat. Because of these like massive geothermal vents. So we also need a mysterious site to explore, and a main dungeon entrance. Um, okay. So I think our mysterious site is gonna be like somewhere over here, cause like there's like the ruined settlement here, where like barbarians and shit are. There's like this other smaller settlement here, and then there's like the big military encampment. Like, yeah, so like there's no real reason to go over to this side of the map. So I think that's where we're gonna put our mysterious site. I want to say like the dungeon I maybe want to put like up here. Yeah, main dungeon entrance would probably be up here. So what's a good idea for a mysterious site? Like a Stonehenge, or maybe I was thinking about this. I don't think I want like explicitly real gods here. I think general animism is more the thing. Like, clerics are druids, right? Like, if we're just gonna be using like basic D&D where there is no druid, um yeah, like the druids here would definitely be like the priests. They call it the fire god, but it is just a volcano. I think like one of my themes was like see, this is why we need to go back to our notes relatively. The brutality of yeah, brutality, cold, dark, survival, brutality of nature. I'll add that, brutality of nature, because this all going back to the notes and revising them is useful. Like, the week one stuff isn't set in stone 100%. It's just to guide my head or guide my thought process. Um, so yeah, let's see. Um, okay, so I want the dungeon to be up here. Do I have dungeon? No, I don't have dungeon features. Do I have dungeon tra other way around. All right. So we're gonna put our dungeon here. I think this is a good shot, because it's like there it's there's like triangles of stuff, right? There's three-way conflicts, where like stuff can come out of the dungeon, stuff can be coming in from the mountains or the settlements, and you have like this guy here. If you're questing in the dungeon, maybe other adventurers come from this settlement, or like goblin raiders come down from the mountains or whatever. um so yeah, so I think, and then it's like a straight shot, but again, like, you have to go either through the contested territory or through like some bullshit here. Yeah, right. So yeah, I think that's a good place, and we need a site. I need a marker for a site. Campsite, mystery. What do we want our mysterious site? I kind of like the idea of like some like obelisk, or not a wall, but like a ruin, or like a structure, like an ice palace. Yeah, I think I think yeah, there's like an ice palace like all the way over here. It's like made entirely out of ice. No one knows what it's for. It's not inhabited currently, but it's like a haunted place. Like, there are ghosts there. All right, so like there's something on all throughout the map now. Like, there's a reason to go to every corner, more or less. So what is our, did I close the PDF? I probably did, because I'm an idiot. So the all right, so one main dungeon entrance. Oh, 100% you can get into like the dungeon extends into the mountains. Like, if you like go questing through the caves here, like, you will eventually get into the back door of the dungeon. 100%. 100%. I'm gonna put like another entrance like right here. Like the like you can get into here through here. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Um okay. So um I want like a body of water somewhere. I think yeah. Train. I think yeah. Definitely the central mountain is where like a lot of the melt is happening. Um Glacier. I think yeah, maybe there's some. I think maybe like there's a stream. There's definitely some relationship with the ice palace and the body of water. I like that. Um. So yeah, like yeah, there's definitely like a rift near the settlement. Oh, there's definitely like a hot spring there or something like one of these one of these like middle pieces like right here is a hot spring. Um, and like you want some varied terrain just so that it's not all one thing. I'm running the Out of the Abyss campaign for D&D 5e for my Monday night group, and one of the things that really like got old fast was like describing underground features. It's all the same. Like, oh, you can have like expansive drops and fungus and whatnot, but having some natural variety between stuff is good. It's definitely good. And I want to vary out the terrain a little bit. Like I want like these guys are set, right? Like they're a smaller town, but they have like ready access to water and food and like Right, like they have ready access to food and water. Um, they're like naturally defended by the cliffs. Like these guys have to fight really hard, and they're well stocked. These guys less so because they have like the better resources, and these guys are just like completely fucked. Uh, yeah, there's definitely a disparity of resources between these two settlements and like this spooky undead thing. Yeah. Well, dungeons don't necessarily have to be repetitive, and it's the stuff that happens in the dungeons. This is why I like factions. This is why when we get to like week 4, this is when I'm really gonna be like, oh, and then there's like these goblins and these orcs, and because this is what I like. Groups that hate each other that are forced to work together, and like are easily dissuaded. Um, so okay. Yeah, this castle is like a mile. Hmm. What else can we add? The this area right here is nice and textured. They have hills. Yeah, like this area. This area here is like significantly colder. Snowfields. Yeah. 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 Like the further you get away from the mountains, the less like it's just regular tundra, and the more that it's just like snow. Yeah. Okay, this is starting to become a little more textured now, for sure, for sure. Yeah, like all this right here. It's snowy. No, we want to leave like it starts to clear up like near the mountains. The mountains are warm. They are a warm and safe place. The mountains and near the water, for sure, for sure. Yeah. We can I like the sort of sketchy style. Like the it's a little easier on the eyes. It doesn't have try to look all photorealistic. Um, but yeah, like here. Um, Evergreen. Get some happy little trees. I feel like Bob Ross. Bob Ross here with happy little trees. Yeah, I think there's definitely like a little wooded area here. Maybe a little bit like. Okay, like this is starting to look like a map now. Um, I do want some like more treacherous area up north, like Mountain Glaciers, like all yeah all of this shit is like mountain. Just some like regular ass mountains, not like a volcano like this area right here. Okay, yeah, so that's good. We got like a couple of water systems. We got this nice big one that goes like across here. Um I think like this there's like an underground river connecting these two for sure. For sure. Um okay. So I guess we have something resembling a map. Let's save this. I would be very unfortunate if I had to redo this again. I'm gonna call this documents. Documents. I'm gonna call it map tundra fundra. We still gotta come up for a name with a name for this campaign settings. Tundra fundra. Yeah, we're just gonna call it that because that's where it is. Okay. So pimp my map. I think I've done my pimping. I'm like I kind of got into the weeds of the ecology here. I'm gonna dick around with it a little bit more. But definitely going to yeah, gonna work with this. But now let's do a random encounter table. Yeah, let's make a spreadsheet. Oh my god, making spreadsheets. Sexy, sexy. Random encounter tablet. All right, so let's come up with some monsters. Like I have my mood board here of like some stuff. I added this guy. So apparently there's like there's like a crab god in like Russian native mythology that I think is really cool. It's like a crab thing. Um so maybe something about that, maybe giant enemy crabs. No, I think the crab definitely, like, that's his palace. Like, he's sleeping like an ice crystal underneath, and like you wake him up and there's a giant crab god. Maybe there's some other cultists. But what does Gygax say? Uh 11 slots, number 2 to 12. Put the least dangerous and most common in the middle, and the rarest ones at the top and bottom of the list. Consider making a few of the encounters interesting. NPCs include adventure hooks, like 3 goblins looting the corpse of a dead noble. Characters might recover the body and or signet ring for a reward. Okay, well, let's. So we got two. No, 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 no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. So what's our overland travel random encounter? Overland, because you know what, our dungeon is going to have an encounter table as well. So we got to distinguish. Gots to distinguish. So, yeah. So usually, when you roll on an encounter table, it's 2d6. If you've played craps before, you know that seven is kind of the easy money, because there are more combinations that add up to 7. So yeah, we want to. So that we what we have here is a statistical bell curve. What do we want, like, the most common thing to run into? What is a good low mid tier thing that they can run into? I think definitely, like, Tundra Predators is on 5. Tundra Predators. We can flesh this out, because well, we're getting some ideas down. So 7 is our sweet spot. What is our I think on the other one, Vengeful Spirits. Yeah. Vengeful Spirits. Spirits of what? We don't know just yet. It's an angry moose. He's angry at you for stealing his juice. Moose juice. Juice the moose. Moose the juice. So what else? Vengeful Spirits. I think, yeah, Mountain Dwellers. The thing with the encounter table is, like, oh, add some interesting plot hooks. Okay, but what if we roll nothing but, like, goblins looting bodies of nobles? I guess you could spin that into an interesting story about, like, a cabal of goblin assassins targeting a group of idiot nobles. Because, like, after the first couple were, like, murdered while traveling, you'd figure a couple of them would have smartened up and be like, huh, maybe we shouldn't travel alone. But oh, now my brain is devolving into some upper class twit of the year shtick. So Tundra Predators and Vengeful Spirits. Um, and what are the rare things on like the extreme end? On Snake Eyes or double sixes, what are some special things? I think, like, these are the ones with, like, the plot hooks. So I think, like, I think, like, number 1, it's just, like, straight out of the thing, like, an igloo containing the bodies of an igloo containing the bodies of a group of people who seem to have killed each other. One of them has their rib cage opened from and the inside. So yeah, like maybe something out of Alien. Like we come across an igloo and like something happened. They all killed each other. Vengeful springing spirits bringing infecting others with their winter madness. I think a trader going between towns delivering goods. A suspicious trader. Who claims to be going between so delivering goods. Is he good? Is he evil? What's his Jimmy Jam? Okay. I don't know. Let me know if you need me to make this more legible. This is on a screen. You might not be able to read it. I apologize. Here. Big text. Okay, we're starting to fill this in a little bit more. Um so yeah, Google has like dice rollers now, which is nice. So if I got a 9, I'd be getting vengeful spirits infecting their victims. Yeti attack. Gotta have Yeti attack. Come on. Like they just come out of nowhere and just like start fucking shit up. Sasquatch. Sasquatch. Yeti attack. Big mood, save me. Um Oh, I know. Gotta steal this directly from a Bathory album, but a wood woman who claim offers invulnerability in exchange for the recipient's hearts. Yeah. I guess like a snowstorm, right? Like high winds, right? Like they're uh, like the most dangerous thing in the tundra is the tundra, right? Like natural disasters. So I see winds, avalanche, um, Ground giving way underneath earth wake. Like, yeah, like all sorts of shit would happen. And like you gotta be prepared to deal with it, right? This is the bread and butter of adventures. You're more likely to be murdered by the environment than by any given monster. I think I'm gonna switch these two. Actually, I'm gonna put Yeti attack down here. I want a very uncommon one. I think vengeful spirits will be. Yeah, so it's either gonna be the middle of the bell curve is gonna be the people who are living here trying to like knock you over, animals who are living here trying to knock you over, or you just getting murdered by like falling ice. Um, there's definitely a risk of Yeti attack. Um, hmm. I like leaving this vague because like if I just give a thing, I'd rather be like, oh, the area that you're traveling on, like this is snow, then this shit happens. If it's mountain, then like this shit happens, right? I just leave it up to the DM discretion. If you're a dungeon master, I mean I'm intending to use this for myself, so okay, got murder mystery. Gotta revise that mystery. Um, what kind of shit did they give in their example? Tamaria, Chalice Knight, Caravan. Okay. Oh, so I can just do creature hook. All right. Above roll. Uh, hook. Um, old witch. Um, yeah, an old witch. Um, offers invulnerability in exchange for recipient's heart. Recipient doesn't need to be capitalized, but whatever. Yeti attack. Something has driven them to violence. What is it? Mountain dwellers. Tundra predators. They are looking for food. They could be chasing it. Yeah, like maybe it's natural disaster. Yeah, because like the Gettys don't necessarily attack you for no reason. Something has spooked them. Um, I like the idea of intelligent Yetis. Like they're just kind of like doing their own thing in the mountains, and then like humans come and fuck their shit up, and you're like, why? Go away, humans. We don't want you here. What is it? Murder mystery. Um, murder mystery. Something. Mysterious. Lives of travelers. However, it looks like also the victim question mark, right? Like something's up. Like, oh, he clearly went crazy and bashed their heads in, but yeah, then his rib cage exploded. Like, so yeah, there is a 50% chance that percent chance, or rather, I want to say 30% chance that they are carrying secret messages to cultists. Sexy cults in their area. Yeah. Vengeful spirits, so like ghosts. Undead spirits. They were driven insane by winter madness. Want to expand their ranks. All right, mountain dwellers. Mountain dwellers. The have made hmm. A suspicious trader. For their 10% chance they have a cursed item. Yeah, baby. That's how you do it. Give your players cursed shit. Make them suffer. Gygax 75. Queen of the Harpies. Queen of the Harpies. I think this 10, 11, 12. Suspicious trader, undead spirits. Um 2d4, Tundra Predators, 1d6 plus 2 mountain dwellers. My function is natural disaster. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Formatting. Frost Giant. Has no memory. Searching a lost treasure. Yeah, you might just like fucking run into a big old beastie. Mountain dwellers. Want filter flies or your blood. Crazy mountain people. Actually, they want get off there. That might be a good one. Yeah, they just like yeah. If yeah, because like these fuckers cause level loss. I don't want to like put an entire thing. One frost giant, an old witch. I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Actually, hold on the tick. I have an idea. Well, I got my AD&D monstrous manual. I just dropped it on something sharp, and there's a big crease on the back now, and I'm real fucking mad about it. But I gotta keep doing the stream, so I gotta be mad about it later. The book itself is fine, and I rarely ever use it. But like, look at this shit. Look at this crease. Yeah, you can't even see it. I'm like, yeah, you can. Ah, fuck it. I'm mad. But like, yeah, I figured let's look through some pictures here and see like jackal wares. Ooh. I have a frost giant already. I don't need more giants. Ghosts, genies, gargantua, gelebder, fair, elves, elementals. Maybe ice elementals. Maybe that might be a fun like ice elemental. Like the snow just comes alive and attacks you. Um Blends in with the environment. Ooh. So mad. I really want to punch a hole in a wall now. Watch me deal with anger management in real time, chat. Daisy. All right. Fucking. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad right now. But we're almost done the encounter table. I'm gonna go beat myself up after we're done here. Whew. Um, but we got one more slot we gotta fill out in the in the random encounter table. What's it gonna be? What's our 10? What makes a 10? A 5 and a 5 and a 5 and a 4 and a 2. So there's four results of this happening. What could it be? What could our last thing be? Can I steal it from Gygax? Chaos Knight. Bandits. Centaurs. Manticore. What do they have here? Serpent folk? Yeah, I think yeah, okay, so then let's just do cultists, right? Like there's clearly some Lovecraftian like mountain cult here. So, um 2d10 cultists. Um they are performing some ritual and must be stopped. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I think that's it, right? Like that's our encounter table. So let's see. Let's roll some dice. So I got a 7. So natural disaster. Um Next encounter got a 10. Oh no, the cultists are summoning the blizzard. Beat them up. An 8. What's 8? What's 8? More mountain dwellers. They're drawn out by the cultists. Maybe their people were being sacrificed. 11. And then the frost giant attacks. Roar! And then 6. And then you get attacked by wolves. And then you run into a suspicious trader and he gives you a cursed helmet that turns you into a sheep. And then you run into that same trader and you're like, aha, I caught up with you. But then an ice elemental comes and kills you all. All right, yeah. So this is a solid random encounter table. I think like yeah, this is distributed enough. We have like a magical ritual. This one I can see how they all can escalate, right? Like she can summon shit like we don't know what the fuck this is. Like this is real dangerous. This is like some fun shit and yeah, I think there's like a good mix of stuff that you can fight your way out of and stuff you can talk your way out of. And yeah, that does our random encounter table. So we have our map, or at least we have part of our map, which is over. There it is. Yeah, we got this part of our map here. It's lots of white. But yeah, like these are all like difficult terrains. Like it's all centered around the mountain. This is there's like important shit all around. Um, yeah, like things are disparate. Like normally this is what like the size of London or whatever. We can definitely shrink these down. Like if I had to pick, I would probably like make this guy the ruined settlement, and this guy would be the I think this is like a good size for mountain range, and like this would be the settlement over here, nestled into the thing. Actually, Beatrice. Put that here. Delete that guy. Deleted. Yeah, so it's right here. Like I don't want this all meant to be in the woods. But yeah, like we could reduce this so that this is here and like it's just this guy. I still like the lighthouse. Like what? This is the size of London. So yeah, I don't know. We can play around with the size. Like the essential bits are here. We have a general sense of like where things are in relation to each other. There's like clearly biomes, like snow, and then the norther you get, like there's more mountains, but there's like this giant dormant volcano here. Okay, yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. Okay, and we got like we got some basic random encounters, which is good. What's next on the docket? Week 3 is the dungeon. So I gotta find a new program for making a dungeon. I might be using geomorphs. I've used them to make dungeons before. I might use a dungeon generator and just like massage some stuff. Maybe next week we're going to explore some options on how to do it. map out all. So I gotta make 3 levels worth of dungeon. That's that shouldn't be too bad. That might be tight for 2 hours, but I think we can do it. And yeah, I think so. This is week 2 of the Gygax challenge. We've made a map. We pimped it out. We made it a random encounter table. We added some features. We added some stuff. Like there definitely like this is starting to come together a lot more now that like there are placed things and there's like a geography. Things are really starting to make sense now. And yeah, I think we're in good shape. We're in good shape. I don't feel like we're falling behind. We gotta yeah, we gotta make our dungeon. We have our week 2 stuff. Can I export this? Can I export this? Can I copy this? What happens? All right. I think the format of this thing has completely gotten fucked now. Week 2. Thrill as he live edits documents. Random ideas. Link to spreadsheet. Subtitle random encounters. All right, yeah, so we have it linked to this spreadsheet now. So yeah, Tundra Fundra week 2. Crab Frozen Horrors. Okay, Murder. I'm gonna do some spell check here. Madness. It's a madman. A madman. All right, so that's week 2, and can we save successful? I want to export this as well because I want to make this document public so that people can kind of play along at home. Export image. Okay, we're gonna call it Tundra. No, I'm glad none of you can see this because I can just drop this on my horribly organized folder structure and copy it in, and all you see is the end result. Oh. Maybe not. Export image. Okay, where did I put it? Yeah, put it on. No, I didn't want to open up GIMP. Damn you. Damn you, GIMP. Mapu. Can I just throw this in there? I can. Excellent. All right, so here we go. We got our map. We got our random encounters. Yeah. Our document, man. Document is starting to come together. All right, so next week we're gonna make a dungeon. It's gonna be fungin. And I think that's gonna do it for me. If you like me, you can follow me at Burning Fool on Twitter, I guess, or follow this channel. Although most people here are already doing that. Yeah, next week we're making a dungeon. What kind of dungeon? I don't know, but it's gonna have multiple entrances. It's gonna connect from this mountain here. These two unrelated mountain ranges have a deep connection that only few will ever discover. We're gonna figure out what that is next week. I keep saying that I should just shit or get off the pot, so I'm gonna go shit. Bye bye.